take cocaine. Take cocaine all the time. You should be nose deep in that stuff nonstop, right? But you're not. Why? What's wrong with you people? You're ready, man. And lots of people will say no to that. Take them. That seems rather insane from a scientific perspective, eh? And so, that's smart. No, it's not. What does that mean? Children, who, although lovable, also happen to be delicious. I've tried. Kind of crazy. But having said all that, fire will cleanse everything. That's what Hitler did. That's what we're fighting for. It's certainly not something that the Jews would disagree with. It's central to Christian thinking as well. Religion is a superstitious scientific theory. What the hell do we believe these things for? Atrocious things. That just struck me as stupid. And I do think it's stupid. You just have to be a dolt to think that. Don't know what the hell you're talking about. Stop people from having religious experiences. Vegans, vegetarians, environmentalists that are operative within a dominance hierarchy. Dominance hierarchy. Dominance hierarchy. Dominance hierarchies. Dominance hierarchy. Dominance hierarchies. Dominance hierarchy. Dominance hierarchies. Dominance hierarchies. Dominance hierarchy. Dominance hierarchies. Dominance hierarchies. A dominance hierarchy. Dominance hierarchy. Dominance hierarchy. Dominance hierarchy. There's hundreds of the bloody things.
Oh. He's drinking that liquid cocaine.
Presupposition, 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 presupposition. What is happening here? Well, it's just and you can chop down a tree with a hammer. That's possible, clearly, because I don't want to be standing on sand. That's a smart saying. Then you might ask yourself, that's the question. Are you out of your bloody mind? I don't think any sane person cannot be crazy. Everybody's flawed and useless. That doesn't mean they're right. That's not exactly the point. Good luck with it.
What's up, guys? I'm Andrew.
All right.
What's up, guys?
Hello. Dude, two Pearson videos in a row. You pamper me. You pamper me so.
Exactly. I didn't know which one we were going to do first, but we had to show this one. It's amazing.
How come it feels like every time I see a new video of him, he looks like he's sinking deeper and deeper into crippling depression?
He used to be depressed, that's probably why.
Yeah.
Okay, well. What were you gonna say?
I feel like everybody that probably shows up to his talks are probably a bunch of depressed dudes as well. So it's probably a lot of negative energy around Jordan these days.
Yeah, but he gives the positive vibes.
Yes.
Canadian hospitality. Okay, so big stream today. Lots of shit happened.
Yes, sir.
Main thing that happened is, without a doubt, Ryan Falk, aka Alternative Hypothesis, Alt-Hype, or Alt-Kike like we call him,
Alt-Kike.
denounced white nationalism. And I guess Richard Spencer as well, but I don't really care about that.
He's not cucking out, though. He's not cucking out.
He's cucking in. Nah, he made like an hour-long video, which was like 20 minutes of white nationalism and 40 minutes of, I guess, his hissy fit about Richard Spencer. I never watched that part. I didn't care.
I think he took it down, right? Because I watched it, but it was on a different channel.
Yeah, he took it down because it was like, I think he said that there were some inaccuracies, and he re-uploaded just the white nationalism part, and...
Which is full of, there's no inaccuracies in that half of the video either.
Completely correct. Which is what we're gonna go into right now. So, let's start with his basic point. His main point is that he doesn't really see whites as a group, as like one solid block, so forming your society around the concept of whiteness seems stupid to him. Now, it's hard because it's not 100% wrong. Like, you can't create a society just by having all white. It's not because you have all white that your society is going to be perfect. But the idea that just because that's true, white nationalism is bullshit, doesn't make any sense. It's literally throwing out the baby with the bathwater, you know? I don't know why he suddenly went this direction, but Yeah, it's completely wrong. It's like you have different things that make a good society, and racial makeup, your race, is one of those things. It's like a foundational block. Another foundational block, for example, would be religion, your general
Hmm.
culture, even your sense of humor. All these things form, I guess, a tight community, a country, a common ideal, a common, I guess, set of morals, principles, whatever you want to say. I don't know if you agree.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's not everything because there will be discourse if, like you said, religion conflicts. Humor is a big one because, especially in how
Yeah.
things are right now, you make the wrong kind of joke and there could be,
Yeah, I mean
you can
it's
be smeared online. You can lose your job just from having a different sense of humor.
yeah, because it's so polarized right now. There's so many different factions amongst whites and amongst all the other races, everything together. Yeah, it's a really bad thing. Like in the past, humor was pretty streamlined. Now, yeah,
Yeah, we could
you
all
can't
hold
now.
hands and make fun of gays, but now that's just not a thing anymore.
That's actually a good example, yeah. Yeah, so Ryan, so old hype Ryan, he made a lot of statements, and I think we should go over a few to address his general point. The
Let's do
first,
it.
the first one, which was especially retarded, was that he said America isn't racially divided, but it's divided between Democrats and Republicans. I
Oh, yeah, he
don't,
really went into that.
yeah, I don't get that. It's like this is the most normie, basic, I guess even boomer view that I've ever
Mhm.
heard. It's completely wrong. Just look at the last elections. The Democrats were completely split between Bernie Bros and between Hillary fans.
Right.
Those were two huge camps that were almost nothing alike, yet they were both Democrats. On the Republican side, it was even worse. You had people like
You had Trump and you had Jeb. Where, like, what else do you need to say?
well, yeah, you have
Well, I
you
mean,
have
like,
Jeb Bush.
not in the end, but yeah.
You have Jeb Bush, and then you have Ted Cruz, which was completely like different, like semi-outsider, and then you have Trump, which is like completely out of the park, completely different, all
Right.
completely different people that follow them with completely different values. Yet you would try to. You, Ryan says that that's like one group. It doesn't make any sense. Like it wasn't divided between the Democrats and the Republicans or progressives and conservatives, however you want to call it. Last election was nationalism versus globalism,
Oh yeah, 100%.
which is also it's a larger point that the political divide isn't the same like I guess the cultural divide in your country. You can have the same culture and still have a political divide. It's not the same thing. You can't say America is based on not on race but like on these two parties. It's just it's two different topics and the fact that you throw them together makes very little sense. I think
What do
I
you mean by cultural divide, by the way? What's the specifics?
the cultural divides. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
there's a
Would
whole
that be like religion and
religion is one of them. Yeah, it's
okay.
there's a lot of cultural divides. It's a bit that's my point. You know, you can't just say it's Democrats versus Republicans. There's a whole lot of different factions, and he's making the argument that like it's not based on race, and then he says something that makes even less sense in my opinion because it's not even in the same ballpark. You know.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I think I know why he's doing it. Like
And why is that?
you've heard of white flight, right?
I don't think so.
Well, white flight is the concept that like when whites are in danger or are in conditions that they really don't like, their first reaction isn't to fight back, but it's just to move away,
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
which is what they're doing with immigration. And Ryan seems to be doing this because that comes out of like a conflict avoidant nature, which is
Okay,
what he's
so
doing right now.
you're saying you think he's been made uncomfortable from nationalism, so now he's just trying to separate from it
Yeah.
to like avoid conflict or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'll go to the next point because that's more or less addresses it.
Okay.
So he also made the statement that he's sick of helping people who don't want to stand up for themselves. And he's right in that. You should never do that.
Yeah.
You should never help anyone who doesn't want help. That's like a golden rule. Don't
It's
ever
pretty
do
common
that.
knowledge now that you will just lose all energy.
Yeah.
It gets wasted. And I've made that mistake. Especially after taking the red pill, the first thing I want to do is like help everybody that I see is not them doing the most productive things in their life.
You can't do that.
you know?
You'll burn yourself out. People who don't
Mhm.
want help and you're trying to help them, all of a sudden, all their emotional problems are going to get dumped on you. They're going to start blaming you for stuff. This isn't even a political thing. This is with everything. Never
Yes,
help
yes.
people who don't want help. However, there's a lot of people who don't want to listen to him, but there's a lot of people who do. He's a pretty popular guy. I guess before this. I don't know what's going to happen after this. He had
Yes,
plenty of
the
people.
likes and dislikes are pretty split in between, which is kind of surprising. I think he might have like 300 more likes than he does dislikes.
Yeah,
It's like
but
1.
a voting
1.3.
bot gave him mass likes, which he admitted.
Really?
He didn't do it himself, but he said that obviously someone did that. So in reality,
Okay.
he has a lot more dislikes.
Okay.
I think half of those likes are bots. So yeah, it's not very well received at all.
Well, good. That's good to hear because I was surprised.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Ryan he's probably been active for over 10 years on YouTube. He was one of the first people putting white nationalist stuff out there on YouTube. I don't mean in general, obviously, but like on YouTube, he was one of the first. And he's actually a major reason why I have the views I have now. Because I watched a lot
Really?
of his videos. Yeah, he had like 6-hour videos of going into the details of how like all the racial characteristics, how they are in relation to other races, all that shit. He was really
I
passionate
honestly
about
didn't
that.
know his name until recent years. So
Yeah, he had a lot of channels.
okay.
So yeah, he should just focus on red pilling the people he can, and then those people, they can start red pilling people as well, and that's how the process goes. It's not supposed to be like you give all the facts and suddenly everybody believes it. Like he made some points,
Right.
like for example that Medicare or Ralph from the Ralph Retort, like they know all the facts, but they're still not white nationalists, which is a very stupid thing to say because I mean, as an example, you're picking two race mixers, which aren't the best people to start red pilling. You know, I think it's a little
Right.
late for that. When they're basically starting to start a family with a non-white, probably not gonna work. But given his
I don't really
subscriber
wanna-
count, there's plenty people who it did work on, you know.
Don't really want to jump into whether that's disappointing or not. That
Yeah, that's
know.
another topic. But yeah, the idea that giving people all the facts is gonna red pill them is just false. It doesn't work like that. Almost nobody has changed their minds because they saw like a graph of black crime statistics, for example. No one's ever looked at that and is like, hey, wait a minute, I'm gonna become a white nationalist.
We would live in a very beautiful world if it was that easy.
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
We'd be shipping them all out.
People respond to emotional arguments tailored towards them, arguments which are inside of their own Overton window, inside of their own concept. If they don't believe races are real, then giving all these facts, it's not going to do anything. They might not have a counter argument, but that doesn't mean that they're suddenly going to follow what you're saying because they can't give a counter
It's pretty
argument.
much useless information to them. I mean, what are they going to do with the
Yeah.
facts?
They're going to discard it, and the next day they're not even going to think about it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
What you got to do is direct it to the people who want to listen, and then those people can start red pilling people in their own lives. That's how it goes. Don't
I learned that the hard way, where
the hard way.
every time I drink too much with coworkers, I start dropping the. Do you know what the JQ is?
Yeah, that's a bad idea. I wouldn't do
that's
that.
a horrible idea. I'm happy we were all so wasted that we do not remember it.
They probably do.
That was like amateur hour, amateur red pilling hour.
Amateur red pilling hour. Immediately coming out with the nukes. Jews
Yeah.
did it. So yeah, let's continue.
Yeah, for sure.
He said a lot of things. I'm not gonna go into everything, but a lot of his comments were in the general thing. Like, I'll give some examples. In general, whites don't become white nationalists except under specific circumstances. People see a black liberal as someone who's more of their own than, for example, a white racist, which isn't really true. There's the more ideological people will, but
Yo, we got a question in the chat.
Oh, let's
yeah, it says, what would you say to the Stats and Ryan's videos about differences in European populations?
Yeah, that's a good question. So there is definitely a difference between the different white populations. I don't really believe in the pan-European idea that just because you have all whites is gonna work. Every ethnicity of whites has sort of their own cultures, and you can see that like in America, for example, when it started, there were a lot of conflicts, but they mostly got resolved. Whites can mostly resolve the conflicts, not all of them, obviously. I don't think, for example, Europe should become one country. Any solid pattern? Yeah, I'm reading the chat now. I couldn't see any solid pattern. Well, I guess you mean that you can't see like all the different whites, how they're similar. You see them as all different groups, which isn't false. My point isn't that all whites groups are the same. My point is they're more the same than, for example, like Irish and Germans are more the same than Germans and Arabs, for example. That's my point.
Right.
So I'm not advocating that like all the whites make one big country, but I'm saying that whiteness is an important part. Like the Irish, for example, you can't say that if they have like 50% blacks, it's still going to be Ireland. You could say the same thing if they're like 50% Polish, they're not Irish anymore. That would be true as well. I'm not disputing that. But I mean, it's still a racial thing, you know?
In America, I like with my job, I do deal with a lot of or I work with a lot of Russians. And you can tell that there's a very like big cultural difference in the way that they talk to me as opposed to the way they talk to other Russians.
Yeah.
But they would I'm 100% sure they're much more comfortable talking to me than if they're talking to some nigger, you know? So
yeah, exactly.
Even like different parts of whites, they're gonna want to associate with their little subgroup, but
yeah,
they prefer a different white than a nigger or an Arab, as you said.
Also, I mean, you got to think a bit further. In America, you got people from all different sort of white ethnicities who over time actually became perfectly integrated in the new American way. And you could say, yeah, well, so a black person can do this as well, right? Sorta, but not really. I mean, for starters, they look different. And that is a big thing. If you look completely different, people are immediately going to think of you as a different group. That it's basic biology. But even so, there are racial, like general racial traits, for example, aggression, altruism, all that stuff, that has a general trend. So there will be less cohesion on that in that sense as well, like in the subconscious part. So it's not just skin color that I'm talking about. While a German and an Irish person, like if they both go in the same country, after like 100 or 200 years, you're not really gonna see the difference anymore, because they are genetically extremely similar. It's mostly cultural differences, which over several generations do disappear. I'm not advocating that we should make one big white nation, but America is a pretty good example that you can do that, because conflict between white groups in America is a lot lower these days. It wasn't in
Very
the
slim.
past. It wasn't in the past, which is because it's different ethnic groups. But yeah, over time that does change. So let's continue. So
Yes,
what
push
it-
onwards.
yeah, push onwards. What they also said is what he said, I mean, is that whites aren't brainwashed, and that's a cop-out answer. Whatever you want to say, like by the Jews, by the leftists, by whatever, by the
Yeah.
Marxists, that it's sort of a cop-out answer. And again, it's not entirely untrue. It does sound like a cop-out, you know, like they were brainwashed. Whites are actually really in favor of their own race, but I don't really think that's true. You don't have to see a conspiracy theory behind all this. Whites are brainwashed in a. You could say that it was, for example, the Jews who brainwashed them or whatever, but you could also just say that it was a cultural shift over a few decades, I guess, like 50 years or something. So I'm gonna use his own statistics to prove this, or his own points, I guess. He made a statement saying that political views are only 0.3 heritable, but 0.8 related to your parents' political views. So he made the argument, well, it's only 0.3 genetic, so political views are mostly a cultural thing. But that actually proves our argument, because if you have like a slight shift towards leftism, it's gonna keep being reinforced because, well, the parents of the children are gonna be leftists. They're gonna make their children leftist, and it goes on and on and on. There is I don't know who said it, but there's like some quote: any organization that is not explicitly right wing will become left wing over time. I think that fits really well with this. However, we have natural law, and eventually nature corrects everything. And we can see that happening right now, that nature is starting to correct it. Just look at our beautiful Generation Zyklon in America. They're
Y'all mind if I T-pose here?
Everybody T-pose in the chat. Yeah. Eventually, there's too much, I guess, environmental reasons, you know, like the mass immigration in Europe causing all the trouble. Just blacks in America causing their general trouble with their Black Lives Matter and stuff. Eventually, you have enough cultural things that are gonna start forcing people to stick up for their own, which you can see these days. It's
100%.
So what I'd say is, right now, we simply have to slowly push our views out there, and eventually it's gonna get mainstream traction. More and more people are gonna become aware. First, they're just gonna become aware.
That's already happening.
Yeah.
I mean, with
we're gonna go into some examples in a minute.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, like, first people are just gonna be aware, but they're not gonna spread the ideas. They're not gonna fully, like, I guess, make it their worldview, but they're gonna be aware of them. It's gonna be inside of their Overton window, so to speak. They're gonna see it as a sort of reality that one day they're gonna have to confront. And when that day comes, which is definitely gonna come, they're gonna start looking up alt-right stuff. They're gonna find stuff like the stream, sites like Daily Stormer. And once they start learning about this stuff, they're gonna start spreading it around. And that's how we're gonna win. Not by making a giant tantrum on the internet, because giving all the facts...
20-minute video of useless weight. It's pretty much all that was.
And then a 40-minute rant on why Richard Spencer is fucking his co-worker's wife, apparently.
Yeah, that shit is so gay. I don't know what's more gay is that there's drama like that going on, or the fact that he had to make a whole fucking video about how shitty Richard is because of it.
Do you know that he's actually gay?
Alt hype.
Yeah. Okay.
A literal faggot.
A literal faggot. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, big example. What's been in the news a lot? South Africa.
Our boy Trump.
Well,
dropping the South Africa.
The South African bomb. Yeah. Apparently he saw it on Tucker Carlson, and I have a feeling that it's actually Lawrence Southern who sort of started all this. I mean, I don't want to praise the thoughts, you know, but I think her documentary really red-pilled.
We're only 5 episodes into the stream and we're fucking frozen.
This is now a girl gamer stream. No bullies. No, but I do think her documentary sort of started all this. And I mean, once it got on Tucker Carlson, it's obviously real mainstream. I mean, just think about this. He literally said the words "white genocide" on national television on Fox News. Millions of Americans heard that.
I watch Tucker on the TV in my living room, and sometimes I just leave it on while I'm cooking just to hear the things he says. To hear it on like actual television and not some fucking website I have to keep on the down low. It's a very, very white pilling.
I mean, this is like a lot of America, like I said before, who now have the concept of white genocide in their minds somewhere.
Right, yeah. They're not going to be acting on the idea of white genocide happening, but they are now aware of it, that it's a thing, that those two words can go together, you know?
And next time there's like a bunch of niggers causing a crime spree, maybe like another riot or something, they're going to start thinking about the white genocide as well. All these things they're going to combine, and eventually it's going to tip over. And I'm not going to say they're going to join our side, but they're going to come closer. Maybe they'll just become alt-right at first, like most people do.
Yeah, which is fine.
They can join Ryan. No.
Hopefully without the literal faggotry.
Without the literal Well, yeah, whatever. We should look at a little clip from the Tucker Carlson interview.
Yes.
So to give some context, what we're gonna show, it's just in South Africa. You have one of the party leaders who is basically openly calling for the white genocide, and Tucker Carlson actually showed that on a segment. And if you haven't seen it, well, you really have to see it. So
again, it blows me away that this is on national television. Like,
exactly.
I don't know. It's great. It's great. That's all I can say about it.
Make America great again.
Are you give me the count?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just pull it up on stream. Okay. 3, 2, 1, play.
When you want to hit them hard, go after a white man. They feel a terrible pain. We are starting with this whiteness. We are cutting the throat of whiteness.
Rah, rah, rah.
What the fuck was that?
Malema, by the way,
fucking
is not a
monkey
fringe figure in
noises.
South African politics.
Hold on, there's
He's a
another
figure in
clip.
South African politics. He saw the president's tweet last night, and much like the Washington Post, Malema was offended by it. Notice how he makes certain to blame Jews for good measure. Watch this. This is from today.
It's hilarious.
He's not saying anything we have not heard from white people. There's a group of white right-wingers who are being trained by Jews in Pretoria to be snipers. Only death will stop us. Not Trump, not poverty, not sanctions.
That right there.
Look at Tucker's face. You can't believe it. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm conflicted. Is he based for calling out the? I mean, I don't know how the
I don't
Jews are making us more right wing. I don't get that, but it's very confusing. Is
Well-
he based or not?
I guess they could be making us more right wing just because of the culture that they're pushing. I mean, I doubt it's intentional, but we're rising up against what the Jews are throwing at us. So I guess in a way, he could be right.
Yeah. I'm seeing in the chat show some clips of Teresa dancing with the Niglets. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I don't have that at hand, but I've seen that. Yeah, she went to South Africa to, I guess, deny the whole thing, and she actually started dancing with some Niglets. It was
I
hilarious.
believe it might be on Daily Stormer. I'll take a quick look
Yeah,
real quick, see if I can find
Take
it.
a quick look.
But all right,
In the
you go
meanwhile,
on.
I can show a little clip of a South African waifu. You've
Oh,
seen
yes.
it before, right? The one I send you.
I have not watched this clip yet. No.
Okay, hold on. I'll play it for the stream.
Yeah. Count me down again.
Okay. Let me open it up here. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Lucy, an Afrikaner girl living in South Africa. I want to use this video to thank President Donald Trump for acknowledging what is going on in South Africa. I also want to ask that you please do not listen to the news saying that South African farmers are mad about this tweet or that we want Trump to leave us the hell alone. This is definitely fake, because unfortunately it is a fact, it is true that white farmers are being slaughtered in South Africa, and that the government wants to expropriate our land that we love so much without compensation. I also want to ask that you would please make a Boer testimony like this and share it on a platform so that we can get the truth out there.
What a beautiful young lady.
What a beautiful young lady indeed.
She
A
could be my refugee.
random member in the chat can have her as a waifu. We can
It
have
looks
a
like
lottery.
your friend already claimed her. So.
Okay, I get it. Guess I'm too late. Oh man. Yeah.
Alright, I think I found it. Let me.
Oh, you
is
found it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Teresa's Maze, awkward dancing in Cape Town. Yep, there it is. Okay. Yes.
Okay, link it. I'll show it on screen.
Yeah. Let me
Ah.
get.
In the
Discord.
meanwhile, to get back to what you were saying, I think it's disgusting how they try to say that the South African people are outraged that people are saying this is white genocide. Like the Boers themselves are saying that. I mean, they're getting slaughtered. I don't think they're saying that. Theresa May dancing with Niglets isn't gonna convince me. I'm sorry. No matter how funny it is.
Play that
Okay,
shit. Let me.
Yeah. Let me just copy this link. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up on stream and count us down.
Okay. Cool.
3, 2, 1, play. Just look at her.
Damn, girl, you got some moves. Show me what the Niglets have been teaching you. God damn. So gross. She looks uncomfortable.
Yeah, she really does.
She literally like looks like a puppet. Like there's a Jew with strings up in the air raising her hands.
Not entirely false.
Get that little piece of dandruff.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, this is fucking sad. Also, notice there's no actual white people there. I mean, there aren't any Boers there. She just went to like some random school. I don't get what this is. Is this supposed to show like, well, I guess everything's fine and dandy over there. There's a school dancing there
Yeah.
with this hip lady. To think that this was a conservative icon in England. How
Yeah,
far have England
remember it.
fallen? Oh god. The only thing I can think of now is their fucking stupid suits. I hate that, like how all these older female politicians wear these really
Yeah, they're
ugly
fucking
clothes.
unflattering and gross and. But she's professional business lady.
Yeah,
That's what it should be.
Very professional
She
business
takes her work
lady.
seriously. Her diversity is very important. All the cultural enrichment.
Oh god. Maybe we should move on to the next happening, because Theresa May sort of spoiled this whole thing for me.
Okay.
So, next happening. Another example of how people are waking up. In
Oh yes,
The
yes.
German thing. So I guess everybody probably knows, but to sum it up, in some German city, they have like this yearly festival, and big surprise, a German woman was harassed by some poor Syrian refugees. They were probably only asking her for some food because they were starving, but this racist lady claimed she was being sexually assaulted, and 3 guys went and helped her. The result was, one of the guys got stabbed around 25 times and died. Now the funny thing is, or, well, funny is not the right word. The thing is, this guy was actually a hardcore lefty from Cuba. Apparently on his
Didn't know that
Facebook,
part.
he had posts like, nationality doesn't matter, man. An asshole is an asshole no matter what race he is. It was one of these kind of guys who got stabbed to death protecting her. And the other 2, I don't know much about them, but apparently they were also heavily injured and in the intensive care. There's some rumors that one of them died, but I don't know about that, so I won't say. Anyway, after this happened, the whole festival got cancelled, and, well, there's thousands of people there, and they were like, what the fuck, why is it cancelled? And all of this came out. So the people, they decided to, I don't know if they decided to have a rally, but they all came together, and I guess it just naturally formed. And they actually started marching through the streets, and I'm gonna show it on stream. They started shouting all sorts of things, which is I mean, I might as well just show a Nazi rally, you know? It's the same thing. Okay, let me pull this up on stream.
Did you send me that video? I don't know if I have that.
Oh, yeah. I'll quickly send it again so you can follow as well.
Cool. Yeah, now I got it. That's the one I sent twice. Okay.
Yeah, that's that one. Okay, so I'm gonna pull it up on stream. For the non-German speakers, we're gonna have a little translation.
Oh,
sorry,
are you
wait.
natural in German tongue?
Well, no, but I know this one sentence. I'll count us down, okay? 3,
Okay.
2, 1, play. I mean, imagine being a peaceful refugee and seeing that come.
Yeah, no.
Oh lol, I go back to the memes and I get the one "Got Islam" in the anime form. Love it.
No.
Yeah, so for the people who didn't understand, they were literally shouting, "We are the people, we are the folk." Very very Nazi of them. I mean,
It looks like we've got an actual German in the chat, and I would like to say that you should be proud.
You should be proud. I hope you were there, or I guess you wish you were there. Yeah, I'm right. I'm correct, right? They're saying we are the people. I mean, I know a little bit of German. I know how to ask for a prostitute, but that's about it. No, I'm kidding.
Yikes.
I also know how to ask for what STD she has, obviously. Yeah, we are the people.
Good job, Locke.
Yeah. I don't have a clip of this, but I read that there was also some leftist counter protest of a few hundred people. But I mean, they're like with 5,000, and it resulted in the police just, I think, using a water cannon to get the lefties out of there.
Good. Good.
Yeah, in the chat, I don't know how to pronounce that city name, but I recognize it. It was there. Yeah. No, yeah, not Western German. It's the Eastern Germans are a lot more based. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the communist part that was Eastern Germany, right? Like with the Berlin Wall. I think that was Eastern Germany. Do you know?
I was let's see if the chat was an answer because that surpasses my American school.
Yeah, I mean it would make sense because
Education.
I mean if you're used to oh, did they say?
There we go.
Yeah, well, it makes
Damn
sense
it.
then obviously because they were exposed to communism for that long, so they know what's up.
Right, right.
Actually, to make a little throwback to our previous or I guess it's sort of the same topic, but what I was saying about Ryan Falk, look at Russia, for example. Russia is a lot more based. They're a lot more race realists.
Oh, hell yeah.
And why is that? Well, they had centuries of non-whites invading them. They know what's up. They have it in the back of their minds. They're still being like harassed by what is it, the Chechens and stuff. They know it on a daily basis, which is a bit the same like these Germans. They had their communism not so long ago.
I've met plenty of normie Russians who would not identify as like a race realist, but they will say things of race realism without even like knowing, just because it's built in them, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, well, with the converting, people aren't really going to become explicit white nationalists. They're going to become implicit white nationalists. It's going to be part of their worldview. It's not really going to be like, you know, like, what was it, George Lincoln Orwell from America? It's not really going to be like that, you know. It's going to be part of their regular viewpoints. Also, yeah, in the chat, the East lacks a few decades of indoctrination, because of the Berlin Wall and stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a good point, actually. So, I mean, I think we sort of covered this point.
Yeah.
Should we go on to
I think it's time to make the new viewers uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because here comes a Bard segment.
So now we had like the male perspective of how to convert people. Let's look at the female perspective of how to fight ISIS. This is gonna be, I think, the most paused trailer ever. I don't know if you want to give a little intro, or if we should just watch it first.
Let's just jump into the trailer. I'm gonna need some time to compose myself afterwards.
Yeah, before we start, I see in the chat, I don't think there's gonna be white nationalism. There will be German nationalism. That's true. In Germany, there should be German nationalism.
I'm definitely not against that idea.
We went over that a little bit back in the stream. Nations, they're gonna keep their own culture, their own ethnicity, but German nationalism is also white nationalism, as long as you, I mean, admit that Germans are white, but not all whites are German. So it's both German nationalism and white nationalism. If you believe in German nationalism for all people, then I just don't agree.
How would that play into American nationalism, do you think? Where, I guess not.
The Germans in America are going to be American nationalists, obviously not German nationalists.
Right.
Like we said before, Germans, over a couple of 100 years, can literally become just like any other American, because they're the same genetic stock, basically. There's not a lot of genetic difference between the whites. There's some, especially between certain, but most of the Germany, Belgium, everything around it, you know, that's more or less exactly the same genes. So give it like 100 years in the same country, and it's basically gonna become the same culture. So, yeah, I wanted to get that out. Let's watch our trailer now. Oh
Okay.
God! Okay.
Count me down.
I think just seeing this already says enough. Hold on, let me let me do a countdown. 3, 2, 1, play. Trigger warning, guys.
Hi, I'm Elodie. I'm 19 years old, and I'm just a normal American girl who's really horny. And I'm still a virgin. Kind of. And I'm an agent for the CIA. I've killed about 44 people on behalf of the US government so far. This summer, I'm taking on my most dangerous mission yet. I'm going undercover to infiltrate America's biggest enemy, ISIS. My major targets? Husani, Omar,
Great disguise.
Wasim,
It's like a Power Rangers
Rashad.
intro.
Yasser, Sadiq, and target number 1, the Caliph, the leader of ISIS.
Oh, the text cut off a bit, but you get the point.
You don't need to read it.
Oh God.
I'm going to eliminate them by whatever means necessary, and maybe learn a bit about my body on the way. I can't wait for my mission. Best summer ever!
Oh God.
Wait, hold on. Here comes the lady herself.
Hi, I'm Carly Ismail,
Boobs.
and I'm the founder of Immigrant Father Studios.
Boobs,
here in
nose.
Chicago, and I'm really proud to present Fuck ISIS, the super patriotic dating simulator. Fuck ISIS is a satirical comedy dating sim, and it's largely influenced by my experiences being a Middle Eastern woman in America right now.
Should we listen to all of this?
Simulator.
From this game,
Yeah,
I'm
let's do it.
reminded
Yeah.
that ISIS is not representative of Islam, and that ISIS fucking sucks. Reminded that not all women orgasm from penetrative sex.
Oh my
Just as a
God.
pro tip for everybody out there. And lastly, I just really hope this game makes people laugh. So if you like satire, or clitorises, or telling ISIS to go fuck themselves, then feel free to back this campaign. Thank you.
Whoa, I love all those things.
Oh God, I don't know where
Okay,
to start.
I'm gonna start from the beginning here. First of all, she's obviously the voice actor for the American white girl
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
You think she's trying, like, obviously this is for rape fantasy. I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty much what this is. Do you think
Yeah.
she's trying to put herself into the position of a white woman being raped by ISIS? Do you think that plays into some kind of fantasy for her, or?
No, I don't think. Well, I think she sees herself as white, probably, like racially. Most of these people
Okay.
do.
Yeah. Well, she identifies herself as was it fucking Persian? Yeah. Yeah, Persian.
Yeah, like I'm reading the chat. Look at the fucking amount pledged. It's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It still failed though, so thank goodness.
Thank God, yeah.
By the way, though, it's because you all are in Euro, you don't get to see the hilarious joke where the goal was $42,000. But that's not quite right. It's $42,069. That's just the beginning of the amazing female humor here.
Yeah. And you said that like 80% of the backers are female, right? And that she was surprised by that?
Yeah, she was surprised at 80%. Because she thought that the humor and, like, the satire would click with men, I guess. But, I mean... with a moron. No dude wants to see his shit.
Yeah, I mean, this is a rape simulator. Why the fuck would a guy want to play this?
Yeah, no. Well, we could start from the top of the Kickstarter real quick. You can see that this game is by Immigrant Father Studios. And something
Yeah.
about that is really hilarious, but pisses me off at the same time, as if it's like rubbing it in that she was brought here, and she's just part of the festering wound that infects my country.
Nicely put, I must say.
Thank you. So,
Also, read
Oh,
that
good.
title. Infiltrate
Yeah.
America's biggest enemy. Explore your budding
Wait.
sexuality.
wait, America's biggest enemy? Are we killing Jews in this game, or are we killing ISIS?
Hey, I thought Russia was
Weird.
your biggest enemy.
Oh yes. Take them down from the insides. Very nice.
Yeah, they're taking down her insides, that's for sure. Yeah, I see someone in the chat, she's probably trolling you. Yeah, I wish, but I think this is real.
No,
I mean-
yeah, she's definitely not. She's mentioned. I hate to bring this up, but I watched a 40-minute interview
Look at
Of
the
her?
nose.
in a podcast, and she does feel like she's trolling, but not trolling us. She's trolling ISIS somehow.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel. I mean, if they would see this, and they would probably just kill her straight away.
Which I support. This. I mean, wait, no.
No.
I don't support the killing.
You don't support
In
violence
Minecraft,
on this
in
stream?
Minecraft.
Yeah, we're gonna kill her on Minecraft.
So, oh yeah, the other thing that she says in the trailer is that she's a virgin. Well, kind of.
Yeah.
And I heard that so much in high school. Like, do people think, or do chicks think just because time they smoked weed, they sucked 8 cocks, that they're only kind of a virgin?
There's a whole, like, I've heard so many different things of girls who say that they're kind of a virgin. Some of them, like really Christian girls, will actually call themselves a virgin if they only do anal because you can't get pregnant. Like, I'm not
What the
joking.
fuck?
Yeah, I've heard that one. Also, sex not in relationships doesn't count for, or like on vacation doesn't count for some of these people. So,
That's
Yeah.
weird as well.
I mean, just look at her. Just look at her Khazar Milkers. She's not a virgin.
Well, yeah. I mean, in the video game, the character's a virgin, kinda.
Maybe we should scroll down a little bit and look at the characters.
Oh yeah. But real quick, I just want to say that the nose and the milkers are equally distracting. Like, oh, did I send you a screenshot side view of her fucking nose? If I can find it, I'll send it back to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's keep scrolling down.
Let's look at the members.
All right. Here comes more spot-on female humor.
Wait, where? Where's
Keep going down.
Keep
Keep scrolling down. You'll stop on the Caliph.
The Caliph. Let's have a look.
Yeah. Well, keep going down even more. Let's get to like the biographies.
Yeah,
I don't want to read
I
the
am.
text.
There's some stream delay for you, remember?
Oh yes. All right. So
Yeah.
So as you can see, they have the age, the occupation, likes, dislikes, but also penis length. So remind me again why only 80% of the backers are female, or
Yeah.
that only 20% are male. Like
Why
how can you be
wouldn't?
so stupid?
I mean, which male doesn't want to know the penis length of the characters in this game? It's only natural, right?
Also, the humor here: every single person's dislikes is America. Spot
Really?
on. Very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
10 out of
deep.
10. There is one thing in this game that makes me laugh. Like, there's one thing that I find funny about this game, and that's that the suicide bomber is like the emo. Like, that's like actually funny to me.
Wait. Oh, yeah, he does look.
The suicide bomber is the dude with the flippy hair and the fucking Hot Topic spiked bracelet. That's irony, I'm assuming.
It's an emo with an 11-inch dick. Holy shit.
Well,
How does that not trigger the bombs by accident? Omar. Oh god. Notice how all of them look white as hell.
yeah. Sure they're brown, but the facial features and everything, they're just white people with brown skin.
Oh god.
Maybe they spent too much time in the sun is all.
Also, this is my favorite. Yasir, penis length. He won't tell us.
I think that might be a woman.
Yeah, I don't know. It sort of looks like it. Maybe
We'll
it's a
never know because the game didn't get back. So now these questions are left unanswered. Thanks a lot, man.
Like silence, stillness, rage. What? How did that work? He looks like a real player, though. I mean, he's negging her, not telling the penis size, silence, sudden rage.
So can I want to get deep into this game a little bit for you before we move on.
Tell us about your playthrough.
Yeah. The developer of this game claims that this is not an H game or a hentai game or whatever. It's not a rape simulator. The point is the humor, the satire, the lens it lets you see out of.
It's very funny, yeah.
Yeah. She figured men would enjoy its wacky humor, you know? And the foundations for making this game is her feelings of powerlessness from being an Iranian, from being a woman. And she admits that she's sad. She's always sad, and she has to do everyday humor to cope with that. Like, she actually admitted that she's sad every day, and it's stuff like this that gets her through.
This doesn't surprise me at all, to be honest.
Sounds about right.
I mean, humor. What's the joke?
Well, scroll up and show them the flag, because the flag's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Wait, where's this flag? Let's just look in the trailer. It's in the trailer.
Yeah. I find it weird that I didn't know this, because like watching the trailer this time, I see how much they like shove that joke in your face.
Yeah. Have a close look at this flag, guys. Here. This is about as big as it gets. These aren't Arabic symbols. You might notice.
There's a variety of dildos. I do like that there's like a horse in there. That's very...
is it because horses have big I mean, I don't get it.
They should have made it a goat. It would have been funnier if it was a goat.
Yeah, that would be an actual joke. I mean...
I guess an A+ for effort. She tried.
So, I don't know what all of this is. I see a butt plug and I see like 10 different types of dildos. Oh no, I think oh god, yeah. Butt plugs and dildos and horses. Like, show this to an ISIS member and then put him in a room with her.
Yeah.
I'm not advocating violence.
It's just a prank.
She can explain the prank, you know? I'm sure he'll be very reasonable about it.
Also, the pledging, like the rewards for pledging for this game, if you do $15, you get the game, obviously, and your name is in the credits. But if you want to have identity protection, you have to pay an extra $10.
Yeah.
$25 to get identity protection. She thought that was hilarious in the podcast. She was like, everyone's jealous that I came up with that idea. It's fucking stupid. It's not funny.
Did she explain the joke? Because I literally don't get it.
Of course she did. Oh, yeah. The joke is that if you want to, protect yourself from having your name in this game, you have to pay more. Like, that's the punchline.
Oh, so that's the actual joke. There's like no...
Yeah, there's no deeper than that.
Haha, I got more money of you. Hilarious. Let's look at these other. The next one's 5K immediately. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's more humor. The joke on that one is that you get to be in the game, but the $5,000 pledge does not come with the game. You have to spend another $15 to get the game.
It actually got one backer.
Oh shit.
Which one is he?
Oh shit.
Is he the emo one? Maybe he's the one who didn't want to say the dick size.
He's suicidal enough to put all his funds towards a rape simulator.
Yasir, he really likes this game. Wait, 5K, that's like 1/4 of the donation total.
Yeah, I wonder if it was like her.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think it's probably her.
Alright, I got a few last points before we can ditch this, because the thing about this game is the idea of it is funny, but the more I look at it, the more pissed off I get, because it is, white skin against brown skins, and it makes me sick.
I get it, yeah. I mean, once the funny starts wearing off, the depression will start to...
Yes, that's how that goes. So she did not receive too much support from men in the indie gaming scene because she is both a woman and a person of color.
Yeah, and I mean, all the white males are racist, yeah.
But she has gotten very much positive reception on her loving personality, her eyes, her smile. I'm just kidding, it's her tits.
Yeah.
She mostly got positive reception on her tits.
I don't know what sticks out more, her nose or her tits.
Yeah. Hey, actually, I got one picture to show. I sent it to you. Yeah. Before we head out, let's look at this wonderful selfie of her as a farewell gift. And also, her dream is to have this game on VR. That's my last closing comment.
Oh man, I'm looking at the no eyebrows thing. I'm actually sort of glad it's a close-up, so you don't have to see the whole result.
Yeah, no. Because you know, when you take off your eyebrows, your nose it gets a little bit. It looks bigger. You're missing the other shit from your face, you know.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put this away. Maybe.
I love
ahead.
dating sims and visual novels. I love my family in Iran, my Persian nose, and Middle Eastern culture. I love being American. I'm grateful to live in this country. But despite my love for these different components of my identity, I felt deep anxiety towards each of them. These mixed relationships of love and anxiety are the foundational components of the super patriotic dating simulator. And with that, I have no more to say.
So she's basically saying that having all these different identities is sort of fucking with her. So
imagine that!
So she becomes depressed and creates some sort of weird sexual rape fantasy game about men close to her original heritage having violent sex with her.
Are you telling me people of mixed race have identity crises? Fuck.
I don't think that's true, man. They would have told me on CNN. Nah. Maybe we should move on.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Next topic.
We talked about that for 30 minutes.
Hey, man. That's how long I guess a rape. No, never mind. Our next topic is we're gonna remember a great hero of ours.
Oh yeah, of course, the
American hero who died. John McCain's brain tumor.
Yep, there we go. All right, yeah, we got the John McCain meme hour. So let's take a laugh at a few of these.
So first, let's address. Normally, I don't really laugh with the dead, but John McCain is a fucking traitor. Okay, he is one of the biggest traitors of American. Well, no, that's hyperbolic. Sorry, but he's one of the biggest traitors of our time. Let's put it like that. I mean,
I agree. The only other person that I laugh at the most is Total Biscuit, just because of the irony of the memes.
I have some of those memes ready. Don't worry.
Yes. Okay.
First of all, let's have a little look at this tweet here. The first tweet. George Soros calling him a brave warrior for human rights who stood up against repression and torture. I mean, what, by getting captured and tortured, or? Anyway.
Wow, that there's nothing in that sentence that makes any sense.
If the power leech of globalism thinks you're a good person, you're probably like literally Satan.
Ooh, these comments. Yes, Soros, just die. I hope you suffer a lot before dying. Nice.
Based.
Hell is always looking for fresh firewood, and Soros sure fits the bill. Is that a subtle Jew joke?
Nah, man. Who's anti-Semitic in 2018? Okay, let's look at the next one. Now these are just the memes. This tweet, I fucking love it.
Is it the eulogy one?
Yeah. You want to go ahead and
the only
read
eulogy that would truly honor what John McCain stood for would be an airstrike on his funeral. It's what he would have wanted. LOL.
I fucking love it. I mean, the guy ordered so many airstrikes, fucked up so many relationships.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think he'd like it, honestly. I mean, why not? Okay, let's go ahead. Yeah, it's not important what you read here. It's just look at all the people, like they're. I mean, they obviously didn't write it themselves, but all the shit that they're saying, and then Donald Trump.
Paragraphs. Paragraphs, and then Donald Trump is a fucking like
love it.
copy and paste. He probably has a template for like traitors. Just fill in the blank.
Exactly. Okay, let's move on. Let me increase that a little bit. Fucking love it. Okay, next one. this is my favorite one.
Oh man. Breaking news. Dude, I don't know if I told you, but when I found out about the news, I was at the gym and I got like the strongest second wind I have ever had. Like,
Well,
I just wanted to. Oh, go ahead.
What did you say? I didn't hear the first part.
Oh,
Sorry.
when I was at the gym, I looked at the TV and it was a story, well, a news report that John McCain finally fucking hit the dirt. And I just got this huge second wind and just did my whole routine like one more time. It was so good. Because that day, I think it happened all in one day. Like when he decided to get off the treatment, 3 hours later he died, I think.
Yeah.
I might not be correct on that. So I was at home. I see on like maybe probably just opened up Google on my phone and the article said that he was taking off treatment. I'm like, all right, so he's finally gonna pass away soon. And then 3 hours later, I'm at the gym. I finish my routine. I look at the TV and it says John McCain dead at 81. I'm like, oh shit, that soon.
Yeah.
So.
Well, someone in the chat asked to explain a bit like what he did wrong. Well, John McCain, he's always been like a really big figure. He has a lot of pull, and he's like the centerpiece of the Republican Party that helps the deep state. He's like the deep state agent in the Republican Party. He's like the guy who did most of the Russian conspiracy thing to get Trump impeached, all that stuff. That's all mostly him. He's the ringleader of that group. The fact that he's dead means that whole Never Trump group of the Republican Party is completely fucked, because he was their ringleader. He was the one who made all the connections, who had all the connections. So it's a really great thing he's dead.
Now if the rest of the Bush heritage could just get wiped out, then...
I think Jeb Bush
Yeah,
did that in
camper.
spirit.
Yeah, that's true.
I think after Jeb Bush, there's never going to be a Bush again in politics. I think Jeb ruined that completely.
All right.
Our Guagball merchant, thank you. Okay, let's look at the next meme. This
I love
one.
this one.
So, for the people who don't get this one, I actually have the original tweet of Donald Trump.
Oh, is this parroting something he actually
Yeah.
said? I thought it was just. In the words of Donald Trump.
to further what I send you, the Donald Trump tweet. That like it was in 2011, like an original tweet. That was like an actual tweet he made.
I don't know which one's funnier.
I know. Hold on. Look at the next one. That's the actual picture that he's referring to. It is very disgusting, I have to admit.
Very
Trump's right.
Nipples protruding.
Very, very disrespectful.
Those two words put together is just really funny to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect wording.
So yeah, this one with the tumor, really fucking like it. I think I skipped one here. No wait, I had the same one twice. Okay. Yeah, Trump tweets never get old.
Oh,
If
no.
you're ever bored,
Timeless.
just go look at his past tweets like from way before he was president. He even like he starts posting like black crime statistics and stuff. He's based as fuck. This one actually might be my favorite. The Total Biscuit one.
Total Biscuit get cancer and die. Dude, yeah, Total Biscuit's the exception. It's well, I mean, I guess if you need to justify it, the fact that he said that, I guess, like the original tweet. I mean,
yeah, I mean,
it's a pretty shameful thing to say. So, ha.
No, it's just, I mean, if you laugh with other people getting cancer, well, I mean, sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, he was a total faggot. Let's be honest.
No, I never enjoyed Total Biscuit at all.
Nah. Let's move on to the next one. There was actually also one where they actually put the medal on like a tumor, but it was a bit too disgusting for me.
Oh, one of the people in the chat said that he got champagne when he died. You are not alone on having a drink to McCain's death, because that's what I did right after work.
Well, I'm not an American, but I was happy. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah, that's fine. Any excuse to get myself to have a drink.
Any excuse to get wasted. Let's look at the last one.
Okay. Senator McCain better tread lightly, otherwise I'm gonna cause him big headaches in the future. Rip.
I'm not sure if this is photoshopped or not, because it's from May 2013. So this might actually be a legitimate tweet. Because it's exactly something Trump would say, like big in all caps. Yeah. It's exactly what he would say.
And his Twitter picture, those eyes, those are the eyes of somebody that can transfer a tumor over to somebody. Like, just that stare. And he can give somebody a fucking tumor. So,
yeah.
I think he might have planned it all.
Should we move on to our closing topic?
Yeah. Because I'm gonna close it up soon. But this is a good, easy.
There's not
one.
that much to say about McCain besides this. I mean, he was a traitor. We're gonna spit on his grave. That's basically what I think of it. He's up there with people like, I guess, Merkel, Hillary Clinton, George Soros.
The amount of memes about people going to piss on his grave.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
I don't actually think people should like destroy his gravesite or harass his family. Like, no matter what he did, I think that's going over the top, you know.
I don't know. That his fat cow of a he's got a fat cow of a daughter, and then his fucking son is like fucking a nigger. So I mean,
yeah, but I mean that doesn't deserve a national brigade.
Bro, you're not cucking now, are you, dude?
Am I? I guess I am. I know I'm cucking on my cucking.
The upside to this is that his lineage is probably going nowhere, because his son's gonna have a mixed kid and his daughter's fucking fat. So.
Yeah, no, you're right.
That means she's probably only gonna fucking find a nigger as well. So mixed kids for the McCains.
Yeah. Okay, so last topic, just a small one. It's probably been a good week now, but Milo had a little tantrum. Now, I would put up the original tweet, but it's like a fucking book.
Our poor little gay princess having a tantrum.
Yeah, I have another picture instead that perfectly sums up Milo. There we go.
Do you need the post? Because we can put the post up for them to look at. I mean, it doesn't mean we have to read it.
I don't have it anymore.
Okay.
Well, I guess you could.
That picture's good.
Yeah. I mean, he was. We can sum it up. He was basically. Yeah. So Milo used to be a big thing, and once he got outed for supporting pedophilia, he completely tanked and never really recovered. And now he's like really mad that people aren't really supporting him as much anymore, that he's not getting enough money, that he has to pay like what was it, like 100,000 a year for security. I don't know what the fuck he's doing that he needs that much money. He's not doing any tours anymore, is he?
No,
Like,
I don't think so.
Is he getting 3 bodyguards to go and eat out with his black boyfriend? I don't fucking get it. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. Again, you like you mentioned, he spends all his money on fucking nice looking suits and $100 bottles of wine, and like he even says, I drown my sorrows with a few expensive bottles of wine.
$500 bottle of wine.
Was it that?
Yeah, it was $500. I mean, if you take pictures like that, then you can't go and whine that you don't have enough money. I mean, it's
you don't need to spend $500 to fucking quote drown your sorrows in wine. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to spend like $10 on the sorrow wine bottle.
It's actually insulting to normal people that you would be begging for money while living in such fucking luxury. It's insulting that you would do that.
Yeah, he's detaching himself even more from people who followed him.
I mean, never mind the fact like begging for money is gonna rub people the wrong way always. But the fact that you're rubbing people in your lifestyle and then doing it shows that he has like no how do you call that, sense of reality.
Wait, did Milo ever talk against gay marriage? Ambassador Chat says, be against gay marriage, get gay marriage. I don't know if I ever heard him say that he was against it.
I mean, he's a proud Catholic, so I would assume he is against gay marriage, yeah. I mean, it would only follow.
The irony.
I mean... on the Rubin report, two gay Jews having a great time together. Yeah, I mean, Milo, I think he pandered a lot. I mean, he doesn't have any real views. It's quite obvious. I mean, he even says it. He says he doesn't have any views. I watched some of his talks, and the only thing he does is like talk about black dicks and saying how he wanted to upset his mother by dating black men. He literally said that. His whole stick is basically, I guess, causing tantrums to get attention.
Oh, imagine that.
He made fun of Rubin for being married. Oh my fucking god. I mean, he's married now, isn't? Well, I don't know if you can call that a marriage.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a bull.
I mean, look, the thing is, he's not entirely useless. He also made the point that like he like started all of this. I don't agree with that. Like that he was a major reason why Trump got elected. I mean, that's all bullshit. But I mean, he did sort of kick in the doors with his university tours. He brought a lot of people to the alt-right, which then went to the alt-right. I wouldn't disagree with that.
He wasn't useless, but I think he sure as hell is useless now. I mean,
yeah, I mean,
from my experience of what Milo showed me during the Trump presidency, like him getting elected and all that, was I mostly saw Milo in wrecked feminist like compilations, like cringe compilations and shit, you know?
Yeah.
And that was definitely a strong tool to get people to like openly talk shit on feminists, because here they are right in front of you, acting a fool, you know?
Yeah, he provoked the SJWs, like they said in chat. They responded, and it was a lot of. He was good for the negative publicity. He wasn't good for the positive publicity, because he was also sort of involved in scams, like with his white fund or something, his white college fund, that he would support white kids to go to college with it.
Really?
He did some. Actually, Mr. Medicare suggested that to him, that he did that, and so people donated to that, and apparently he kept all the money, and then he did like a few token ones because he got pressured, and there's other scandals as well. But yeah, no. I think he's a good gateway, or he was, but I mean he's tainted beyond belief now. That pedo shit. I mean he was on Bill Maher right before that, and I think that's when some of his opponents were like, "Hey, we got all this dirt on him. Let's just bury him," and they did. And he's not gonna recover.
Let me read a Daily Stormer quote on the article real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
The funny thing is I'm pretty sure that Milo is straight up 88. His password when it was revealed during the leak was Long Knives 1290, which is the year that the Jews were expelled from England.
Well, yeah.
And also some people who spent time with him on this tour bus revealed that he liked drugs, black men, and Hitler. Siege Kyle, I guess.
He'd probably want to get hate fucked by Hitler. I actually think that's one of his fantasies. I'm not gonna joke.
No.
I mean, we have him with a black man on screen. No.
Take those words out of your mouth.
I'm sorry. No.
All right. Is that it? Do we got any more? I mean, this was a fun stream. I don't really want to stop, but
yeah,
I think
it was enjoyable. I really liked it. Gotta quickly. I'm not gonna end the stream with him on the thing. Yeah, this is much better.
Stop changing Friday from Friday to Friday.
Yeah, I put it on Friday now. No, I removed the Friday typo.
I guess that'll be a meme for the OG watchers then.
Yeah. Only only cool kids will remember it.
Shall I close this up for us?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, so we are barred and locked from Cut the Blue Wire Radio. We do live streams every Friday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, 10:30 p.m. Central European Time. Thank you for sticking around with all the new viewers. We will be here next week.
Yeah. See you later, guys.
Farewell.
Have a good time.